Teresa's gone. I'm about to let Monday on stage. And
Okay, so
guys,
now
we are
Yes.
live.
hey, Monday.
Hi. That was quick.
Hello.
Let me get my
All
phone.
right. So hold up before we do any intros. I got a little treat for y'all.
Mic check one. Mic check one. Mic check two. Is this mic on? Yeah, it's the one and only your girl's
It
favorite
sounds
DJ.
crazy on my end.
You listen to the Glow Game with Latrice, Mia, and Shanice. You know what that means? Movie.
It's a motherfucking movie.
We got us the intro.
Yes,
We got us the
That was
intro
nice.
in this
How
bitch.
hyper we for the intro though? Because I'm hella hype. I'm thinking about the whole.
Word, hella hype. Might have to play that on the way out, like just cause.
I like
I think
that.
I think you're right. So I'm one Mia. Welcome to Girl Talk with the Glow Gang.
I
Mhm.
am Shanice, Hookah God
I
in the
can't really
spot.
hear you guys. I might have to pop out of here and come back in.
Okay, and we have
Oh,
Latrice
okay.
who's courtside right now and can't really talk. So
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
like
She did say
everybody,
that.
everybody's saying in slow motion.
and we have a very special guest this week. She is on the podcast with the gentleman that we love, talking crazy
Mhm.
with Clem. And her name is
Yes.
Miss Monday. Welcome to Girls.
Hey, guys. Thank you. Can you hear
Yes,
me?
we're
Good.
here.
Yes,
Yes,
we
we
can
can hear
hear
you.
you.
Okay. Cool.
So I'm just sharing the live. I'm gonna try and tag you Monday.
Okay. I was just about to say, okay, I was going to go on my laptop. That's cool.
But if
Monday,
not,
I'm
you can
so
see it
excited
from
to see
YouTube.
I
you.
know it's been so long.
I'm hoping you got
We
a good read
reunited.
today.
Hmm?
I said I'm hoping you have a good reading for my love life today. Like
I do. I do. I have something for everybody today.
so I'm so ready. So we're gonna jump right into these hot topics because it's a lot going on. In Rochester
Yeah.
alone. Yeah, it's like Carjack City. We living in a new Chirac. It's New Jersey Drive. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with these kids. And
It's
it's so crazy
scary.
because it is very scary. I was all for bail reform because I do believe a lot of innocent, but the way that it's happening with these kids getting caught and getting right out the next day and then still in another car and it's bananas. So
It's
I think
ridiculous.
yeah, they need to revisit this bail reform because it's out of control.
Right. And it's like, what does the mayor have to say? I haven't heard anything. Even with the girl getting raped at the store, it's like, I would think that was something to have a press conference about.
And there
Yeah.
hasn't been anything. No news from
No.
the new mayor.
Yeah, he hasn't said anything. It's been mum's word, and it's how fucking scary is that? That you send your
Oh,
kid to the corner store and she get locked in there and get raped?
I know. Right.
Now I saw something about they wanted to protest and stand outside the store, make sure it's shut down. Any news on if that really happened?
I did see some protesters out there. I don't know how many it
Oh,
was, but
Okay.
good. That's what's up.
That's a
I seen
start. That's a start.
it is, but it's also like, how did this person who started this be able to work this close to the school? Like that's the part that's blowing my mind. It's right across the street from the school.
A school, right. And the person is a known sex offender.
You're gonna have to mute trees. We can't hear each
Yeah,
other.
you blowing us, boo. There we go.
Yeah, we can't
Um,
hear.
but yeah, him being a known registered sex offender and being that close to a school is scary. And then the crazier part is that they're like they don't know how many other people this possibly happened to.
Yeah, I
So
can
I'm,
imagine.
yeah, I'm hoping the mayor steps
She
up and
probably
says
wasn't the
something
first.
tomorrow.
You're right about that.
It just
Yeah.
really feels. It just feels like Rochester is so dangerous. Like we in
No, yeah.
Chicago
Well,
or something. But
I was hearing things that like the mom was like selling her. So I don't know what's the tea with that.
Oh, really?
Everybody need to go to jail
Yeah.
then.
No, for
Put
real.
a
Yeah,
lot
her
of
mom
laws
might
on.
possibly be involved.
I agree.
Unbelievable.
Everybody need to go to jail, but I really
Yes.
feel like Malik promised. You know, they were so quick to get Lovely out, act like she wasn't doing what she was supposed to do. But have y'all seen Malik anywhere? I haven't seen him
No.
doing anything. It's been a bunch of empty promises. Like, what's really tea? The murders have gone up since he's been in office, and I
Very
haven't
true.
seen him make any kind of announcements about anything. So I'm really like low key feeling some type of way. Like, you swindled us, my nigga. Like,
Did you vote for
what is
him? Did you vote for him?
I did not. I voted for Lovely. I'm not
Okay.
gonna hold you. I voted for
Okay.
Lovely. Yeah,
Cool.
I did not vote for Malik.
But it
But
is disappointing because people are looking for leadership, especially at a time like this with so much crime. Like Lovely would have came out, said something, had a press conference, made people feel like
Yeah,
they wasn't
right.
alone. Yes.
I
yeah,
agree. I agree. And I mean, I don't really watch the news, but I haven't been hearing anything about his feedback on this or him making any announcements. Like, Rochester had a really violent past couple of weeks. Like, he should have came forward
Yes.
with something.
Yeah, the
something, some
silent
type
move
of
is not the way to go right now. Like you can't be
yeah.
silent right now. They need somebody to come out in the forefront and say this isn't really we're not standing for this.
I
Exactly.
agree.
Take some type of stand.
Right.
So yeah, that's the local news. But on to these hot topics. We still in struggle Loveville.
The breaking news from One Mia the Glow Gang. Like break this news because I'm a little heartbroken.
I am very heartbroken. So they're saying that Ari and Moneybag Yo are broken up. She
I did not
posted,
expect y'all to say that.
She's
yes,
coming here in 2 weeks. I was really gonna try to see what's good with a threesome with them.
girl, it's about. You're not getting
I
nowhere.
was really
First of
trying
all,
to pull
threesome,
up,
who you
and I
started
don't even
looking
go
for?
to the club no more.
I just want to know
I'm
what
just really
what were
trying
you
to see
doing
what's
in the
good with
threesome?
money.
She a Gemini for real.
What activity would
Money,
she be
what's up?
participating
Come
in?
up. Damn,
Oh,
I
you
don't
girl, you
Wow.
better
know.
choose by yourself, cause
But you know what? If they did break up, they'll be all right. I think they will potentially get back together though.
That
so
was
this
like
is
They
like
seem like they had a
Twitterville.
good relationship.
I think they did too, but this is also why niggas ain't shit. We know that. But
No, but she
Twitterville,
always came out saying that she was bisexual, that she preferred women. So maybe she met somebody she really like.
now she dropped
no,
a comment.
no,
What she said?
no.
She dropped a
Her
comment.
tweet
This nigga not
said,
doing right.
ain't shit solid about you niggas but y'all dick. So nah,
That's
I
true.
don't think
That's true.
so.
That's a fact.
That was
I
a
was
whole
rooting for the hood love. Now, if Nugget and Turtle, aka Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey, don't make it, I'm giving up on love. I'm
It
giving
just seemed
up.
like their relationship didn't come across very sincere to me.
You sound like Mia.
It really didn't.
you talking about Michael B.
So I'm
Jordan?
not shocked.
Or are you talking
Hmm?
about Ari and Moneybag?
Yeah, it seemed like Ari and Moneybags Yo was just helping each other with their career. They looked good together. It didn't come off like they was so madly in love. It seemed like it was just more for show.
She
To
bought him
me,
all those acres. I
She
wonder
Yeah, they
if
was
definitely
buying a
bought
lot of
women.
gifts. They was buying
we
a lot
don't
of
know
gifts for
what
them in meanwhile.
was really going on.
that's
That's
true.
a
That's
fact.
definitely
That's
true.
a fact. You never
But
know
I
what's
think that
going on.
Lori Harvey and Michael will work.
You think
I
so?
think
Yeah,
they
they're
will last.
cute. I'm rooting for them. I'm rooting for them.
So
I
that's why
want
Mhm.
to
that
go all the
sounds
their
like
club.
I'm in there. Now, if they pull up, I might ask them for a threesome or something. You know?
Right, right, me
But not
too.
y'all want
Right.
all that me about the sex club, but y'all want to have threesames with all these
It's
people. What
about
do
to
you
be
mean?
Michael is
Nugget.
fire.
No,
Michael is fire.
it's gonna be Nugget, Turtle, and Snail because I ain't doing much. I'm just gonna lay there.
Oh hell no.
No, bitch.
Just to say I did it. I'm just there to say I did
Right.
it.
You know
I'm
what?
here for it.
Me too.
Word.
I just want to watch.
Oh, you a watcher? Oh, you a watcher?
I want to be a voyeur. I want to watch. I want to be all that.
Right.
How are y'all feeling about Meg the Stallion actually getting blackballed on the low by the celebrities. They saying that Tory fingerprints wasn't found on the gun, and Rihanna done dropped her from Fenty. Done stopped following her. Drake done stopped following her. They like doing it silently, like blackballing her silently. How y'all feeling about that?
Well, I know that one another reason for Rihanna was they claimed that she tried to DM ASAP Rocky, which I'm not sure if that happened.
No.
But
Meg,
I feel like just because your fingerprints not on the gun don't mean you ain't pull the trigger.
That is true.
yeah, that's true.
Do y'all think he shot her?
I think he did.
I don't
Okay,
know.
what
I
do you
don't
think,
know.
Mia?
I don't necessarily fully believe 100% that he shot her. Only
Mm.
because the way the whole fallout happened with her and Kelsey and then nothing's sticking. So I just feel like if it was real evidence that he shot her, then because everybody
I
when
do
the
feel like
first
he would have been in jail.
but listen, no, they arrest people. That's you get arrested quickly. You don't need a lot to arrest somebody, just probable cause. But in
Okay.
order for a charge to stick or you to be found guilty, the evidence is higher than probable cause. So I feel like in this instance, yeah, okay, everybody was on Meg's side. The whole industry they blackballed Tory Lanez,
Yeah,
but
they did.
now that it's like okay, the
So
court
what's
process
going on
is
with the
handled.
case? So
Oh, Treese, you gotta make
I
your
was wondering what's
you
going
gotta
on with
make
the
this
case.
live public. You gotta make this live public, Treese.
Please.
Okay, okay.
It's not public.
I thought I couldn't see any comments.
Yeah, people is hitting me like, oh, we can't see it.
But anyways,
Oh, okay. So I got some of the comments before we go forward. It looks like our new mayor, or y'all new mayor, because y'all know I'm not there no more.
girl,
He
you
has
stupid.
done press conferences. They said.
It's
Okay.
public now. Okay, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I guess I don't really watch the news enough, but I didn't
Me
see
either.
enough coverage about it. I didn't see enough outrage about the
It
rape.
was whatever he said was not compelling because it definitely I didn't hear nothing about it.
Yeah, me either. What up, CEO? We see you. What up,
Hey,
Welcome.
Big
Tim.
In the
Boy?
building, what up,
Hey,
family?
welcome, welcome.
Monday is looking beautiful. Joining the
Thank
Flame
you.
gang. Loving it. I can't
All
wait for
right.
my reading. I'm at a basketball game, but you know, I'm still it's halftime and I'm here.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
We're gonna wrap up our hot topics so we can get your reading done first, Reese. You know. So Shanice, you want to continue our struggle love train?
Am I gonna continue
Let
the
me get
show?
my sage.
Oh.
Not
Excuse me.
you.
Huh?
I wasn't talking about you. Like your man and y'all got struggle up. Y'all got that good shit.
Oh no. Yeah, we good, girl. Monday we good, right? Monday.
Yeah, me and mine good.
Not Monday we good, right?
Monday we good, right? But no,
What?
Monday,
I'm
Monday,
late.
I got questions. I got questions for you. Like,
go
so
ahead.
you're
We'll let
married,
you-
right?
go ahead.
Me? Yes.
You're married, but y'all don't live together, but y'all together.
So this is a story with me and my marriage. Me and my husband got married 9 years ago, almost 10 years ago. We separated for 8 years and we just got back together. So we
Damn.
don't live
8
together.
years?
No.
So
Hmm?
y'all was separated longer than y'all was married.
Yes, and he's been trying to get me back ever since. I will never forgive him. And one day I just say, you know what? Let me just forgive this man and see what he about in 2022.
Oh, we
So
got
And I
during
haven't
those
regretted
8
it yet.
years, during
Hmm?
those 8 years, that's when he had. During those 8 years, that's when he had kids.
He had one. He had already had one, a 12-year-old. In those 8 years, he had a 5-year-old, another one. Yep. And they live with
Okay.
him. So I can't do that. I told him, I said, listen, I can't live with no kids. But I love you though. I can't. My son, my baby is 27. I'm just not there. I'm
Okay.
trying to have my career, my business. I'm not there where I want to raise kids and go through the ups and downs. I can't. I
You
love them from a distance.
you are Latrice's spirit.
Yes, I'm here for it.
Yes. I can't take it. So
hot
we'll see how
shit.
this year goes.
R.I.P. to the baby moms. I'm all set on those.
Lord, Lord, why
I
we
will tell
brought this
you,
trauma back up for her?
I can't do it.
Yes, yes, yes.
I got my sage burning so I can clear the air, so I can get
Oh, yes.
ready.
Okay, so for the air, then we're gonna get right into our signs and shit, and start with me because there's a lot going on, and it's about to be Taurus season, and I need to know which moves I need
Okay,
to
so
make.
before I get into specifics, I just want to let me know when you're ready.
We
So
ready?
I did have
Okay,
a
so I just
I had
want
a
to tell
quick
y'all
question
the
before we went
signs.
into
I just
that.
want to tell y'all this.
Hold on.
So,
Just saying something. It's hard to hear her. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was
okay.
I was asking like I wanted to ask her like did she think that me, Mia, and Shanice do we mesh well because we're literally one sign after the other? Like me as a Taurus, I'm a Gemini, Shanice is a Cancer, and we're like all back to back. And I'm like thinking like maybe that's why we like it just clicks.
That's why y'all click. Well, maybe so
I don't
because
know.
Taurus, it's me and Tauruses, maybe it's men Tauruses. I don't know. And Cancers, my daughter's Cancer, my grandma's a Cancer. I know a lot of Cancers, and I don't know. They
You the
sneaky.
best.
They sneaky.
I'm the
No, but
best.
all the signs have good attributes to them, and that's what I'm going to. So they're saying that when it comes to compatible signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, they're fire signs. They're compatible with air signs, us, Geminis, Libras, and Aquarius. While the earth
Okay, so
signs,
that's why the
Taurus,
Sag and Aquarius be on me.
yeah. And then you got your Taurus, Virgos, and Capricorn, they're earth signs, and they're compatible with the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces.
So when you say this Pisces shit,
Pisces.
when you say this Pisces, are you sure? Because I think I'm traumatized by Pisces currently.
So, what do you want to know about your love life? What specifically?
I mean, so you're saying like I'm compatible with a Pisces. Who else was on there? Water sign.
Okay, you could potentially be compatible with a Pisces. And Scorpio, Cancer.
Okay, Scorpio, Cancer. So Leo is not on there. Okay,
No, but it's on there for Geminis, and I believe that to be true.
okay, okay.
Yes,
So I don't
What you
know.
want
I
to
just
know?
feel
My
like
dad is a Leo. I don't know.
I like Leos.
They
I don't know. I
cool.
don't fuck with no Leo. Is
Frank
there any
said
specific thing you want to know?
get married and give him a godchild.
so. I
Frank. He wants to have a
Don't
glow
do
game
it.
baby so bad.
Don't do it. No, I'm joking. Everybody deserves at least one.
So all I need to know is the trauma between me and Pisces gonna ever die down? Because it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's about like up and down and up and down. And I just need to know, am I gonna
Let me
survive
see. Let me
it?
get. Let me take a good look at you and see what spirits say.
Okay.
Honestly, spirits say you the problem.
What
You the
the
problem. Yeah, you are
Damn,
sometimes.
Mia.
I'm the problem?
I I think that sometimes in that situation you might overreact, or you might get petty or take something and make it more than what it is. And that person probably told you this before, like it don't gotta, you take it too far basically. When you upset, you when you feel when you upset your feelings,
Cash
you
out.
take it too
Not
Give
too
him
far.
far
And that's what
out.
always gonna cause the rift. Sometimes you gotta be quiet, bite your tongue, or have a different approach. And you'll see things start smoothing out a little bit. You just gotta be mindful in the approach you take with this person.
You know what? And so I'm in therapy and I definitely can agree my approach sometimes is a lot and I'm working on that. Tauruses are very strong and aggressive. And
Definitely.
so when I feel away, I'm very like in your face. I can't let that shit. If I feel away about something, you got about 20 minutes before it's up. Like
You
I
got
can't
to watch
even
your
go
mouth,
through.
B.
Yeah,
Watch
so
that
I'm
mouth.
like really working on that.
But one good thing I can say is a Taurus, when they love you and they want to be with you, they loyal, they ready to settle down, they ready to build a foundation. So he finds value in that. He finds value in your honesty, how he can see himself having a future with you. It's just that you just need a new approach. But it can work out.
All right.
Nice.
All
Okay.
right.
Okay.
I'm
Trees,
I'm
you're up.
next because I gotta run, guys.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Mm.
What you
So,
want to know?
I want to know, why can't I be settled? Like, is it too many options? Is it me? Like, I just be all over the place. Like, one day I'm liking you, the next day I'm not. I want to block you. Like, nobody can really get me to lock in. What's up with that?
I think a lot of that with you comes from past pain. And it's not that you can't settle down, it's just that you refuse to go through what you went through in the past. You refuse to settle. So it's like I got options, and the soon as a person rub you the wrong way, it's like next, I don't gotta deal with this shit. And it comes from pain, but at the same time, it's like you just gotta get to a point where you can let that go and be more willing to go through not go through shit with somebody, but through the long haul with a person. Because it's like some people come to your life and to you, it's like they temporary. You could like them, you could be into them, but then the next day, be like, you know what? I'm over it. You know what I mean? So it's just like when you get to a point, you have to get to the point where you say, I'm ready. I'm ready to. Because I had to get to the point even recently, like I had to let my guards down to say, you know what? Because I was, you already know. I don't know if y'all know, but y'all know I was pimping. You know what I'm saying? I had to get to a point where I say, you know what? I'm tired of running. I'm tired of running from love. I'm willing. I'm open. I had to make a conscious decision that I was going to let somebody love me, and that's what it is with you. It's not that you don't want it. It's just that you want it on your own terms. And
Damn,
when
she
you meet
like
a
she
man that gives
said.
it to you on your terms, that's when you're going to be open to love like that again.
So the comments is saying that it's
Okay.
y'all ladies and
Wait,
Franklin.
Maybe
Shanice,
one
like,
day.
don't do that.
But Franklin, who you saying is sneaky? But who Franklin says, but they are very
I
sneaky.
think he's saying Tauruses. We were talking about
Oh, okay.
Tauruses.
Okay. Well, so far it's y'all ladies because I'm perfect.
Okay, let's get to this
Yes,
cancer over here, because yeah.
let's get to this Cancer love, this Cancer and Virgo love.
Okay,
Now,
Cancer, what's your question?
okay, so are Cancers and Virgos compatible?
I think they can be, but it's that they're so opposite because cancers are moody, and not only that, they can be sensitive at the same time. And Virgos are more like um strict. They routine. They see things like practically. You know what I'm saying? Like you might be thinking like more of a fairy tale, but
Not
Virgos is more
emotionally.
like yeah. And it's hard for Virgos to show their affection as well.
All right.
But I
Mm.
feel like it can work out if both people can be understanding, listen to each other, that he can understand your sensitive side, and then you can understand his side where he may not want to show as much emotion. And y'all can't push each other because when y'all push each other to act a way that doesn't come natural, that's when the problems arise. But you know what I'm saying? You just got to respect his space as a Virgo because they're not really they're about their money, they're dependable, but they might not show as much affection. Sometimes the Virgo love language is through gifts or through money, or not so much as spending time saying I love you or giving compliments, but it's on a different level, but they still love you the same.
All right. So we have a Cancer Virgo love story going on. What's spirit telling you about this relationship? It's good.
Cancer, Virgo. Wait, how many men? How many? Wait, Cancer. How many?
It's just one.
Okay.
It's fine. It's just one.
Okay, so you a
Are you
Cancer
seeing
and,
something
and
else
he's a
here?
Virgo.
Yes, yes.
I'm going to say money. Okay, so one thing about a Cancer, I already said they moody, they sensitive. Let's see about a Virgo. They battle their emotions up, but they are dependable in their balance. So do you think that his ways or whatever is something that you can live with and have a future with?
We have been balancing each other out very well.
Okay. So yeah, I think that as long as y'all can do that and respect how each other feels about certain things, that relationship can last forever. And I
Hey.
don't, and you know what, too? I see happiness on you and I see a glow. I see that
Aw.
whoever this person is makes you smile, makes you happy. I can see
You
it.
do?
All
Yep. I
right.
think they can kind
Monday,
of change your mood too.
He what?
Change your attitude about things when he came into your life.
Hey, I
Yeah,
shout out to Ike.
she definitely is so happy, and we're here for it at the Glow Gang.
Yes,
Frank
Here
wants to
shout
for
out
know
to
it.
what's more challenging with compatibility, a person's sign or a person's culture.
Depends on the individual, I would say, because they both can be challenging.
Yeah,
But I think when it comes to zodiac signs, it's just trying to get a general understanding of why a person act the way they act. You know, it's not, you can't say
have you
every
ever messed
Gemini,
with a
every
Gemini,
Virgo. It's
Monday?
just general. Hmm?
Have you ever messed with a Gemini? I can't do a
My
Gemini
husband is a
major.
Gemini. Yeah. So you know we be getting it
Now I
popping.
see why y'all was not together for 8 years. But I know that I know that y'all getting right in them sheets. That's one thing I
Yes.
know.
A1.
That's
Mm,
important.
very,
yes. I
very.
love Geminis.
So Monday, what got you into like the signs and all of that? Like what drew you to that?
Let's see. Find this call. Just wanting to know more about, because I knew I was a Gemini, and I just wanted to know more about the zodiac signs, what they mean, what they represented. Then I started getting into tarot cards and just learning more about the characteristics of Geminis, and I just think that it tells a lot about a person.
Yeah.
And people like, I'm like, what's your sign? People say, oh, why you want to know my sign? It don't matter. It does matter. It's going to give me just a
It
little
does.
glimpse of who I'm dealing with.
So you
I
really
agree.
believe like people's signs fit them. Like you've never met a
Yes,
picture and
definitely.
it's not really a
At
case.
least one of those characteristics you want to fall under. Yes.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
mixed that with the gift that God gave me, put two and two together, make four. And that's how I was able to read everybody.
Okay.
Mhm.
Talk that shit. Drop your cash app Monday. Let them know where they can send a donation.
Word, drop
Yes,
Right.
it.
Y'all want a quick
with
reading?
her.
Yes. Y'all want a quick reading? Drop y'all comments and tell me the both signs and tell me if I'm accurate or not. But
Yes,
So
go
yeah.
ahead and do that,
definitely,
y'all.
our live viewers, if you want Monday to do a quick reading, just drop it in the comments. We'll read it. She got y'all. But
Yes.
All
as
right,
we're
And
guys, I
doing,
gotta go. I gotta get back to this game, but I love
Okay,
y'all,
Latrice. Thank you.
and I'll
so
See
see
you
you
later.
next week.
see you next week, boo. Ashley
bye.
is saying every Gemini is crazy. Dre said
I
people
Ashley,
take
Ashley, stay at the Gemini. Tell her to stop.
I have trauma from a Gemini too. So yeah.
Okay. A lot of people do. I did too. I did too. Shit.
Them Geminis, they something else. That was my first trauma, a Gemini.
Mm.
So
so, and it looks like Dre is gonna interpret and say exactly what Monday is trying to say. Monday can say what she gonna
Okay.
say. What he saying? What he trying to say?
yeah, Dre, what you come back? Tell us. Interpret
Break
for
it
us.
down, Dre. Break it down.
Yeah, break it down from the male's point of view. What you think she's trying to say? But
Right.
From a male's perspective.
Okay,
yeah,
so we have one here. We have July 29th. What sign? I'm not good with the sign. So what sign is
me
that then?
either.
July.
That's a Leo.
Okay, a
And then
Leo
4/3
and
is the Aries.
April 3rd. So a
That's
Leo
an
and
Aries.
Aries.
That's the Aries.
Those weird signs together. That really is. But let me. I wish I could see the person face.
Hold on, let me
Um.
pull it. I got you. Look at the screen there.
Okay.
Go his
It's a
screen real quick.
guy. Okay.
Yeah.
And you want to know like the compatibility. Compatibility. Let me see. Franklin, I'm gonna say this. You got caught doing some shit you ain't had no business doing. It might not have been you slept with another woman, but it was something that your mate did not like. And that made her not trust you as much. And it just seems like you're trying to build your way back into her good graces. It didn't have to be nothing, have anything to do with another woman. It was just something that bothered her that you might have said or did, and it kind of turned her off. Now you're trying to get back in her good graces. Let me know if any of that correct. I just feel like that sneakiness with him. Like he
Okay.
had did some shit. I just can't put my finger on it.
Where
He
you
did some
at,
shit.
Franklin?
He did some shit. So Dre
Is it-
says, can people take on the personality and characteristics of a different zodiac sign when they're together?
Yes.
I think
Yeah.
so. I think so.
So I've heard of
Good
like
question.
the rising and I can't really keep up, but people like talk about their sign and then their moon rising.
It is. I don't know about it either. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think what is it like moon rising and things like that? I think that's when people do take on characteristics of different signs.
Okay. So Franklin did respond to you and he said LOL. So I'm gonna assume you hit that on the money right there.
Okay. He ain't say hell nah, he know.
That LOL means you hit it on the money. So Dre said, we already answered his question. Talia said, an Aquarius female and a Capricorn male. Are they compatible?
Yes.
Yes.
And because the Aquarius female is like a caregiver, a mother, a lover, she is the one that brings out the best. Capricorns is close to the devil. Now she brings out the softer side of her mate, and she makes him feel safe in her presence. So she is like the lead, she's the rock to the relationship. And sometimes I'm sure that she deals with a lot with this man, but she's able to bring him back to his senses. That's what I'm getting. Like she's the rock. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me know how you feel about that.
I always felt like the signs, I never really got into it until I was like read mine about a Cancer, and I'm like, damn, I'm a Cancer.
Right.
Like through and through. Like,
I see her answer.
She agreed. So we're gonna go back up to Franklin. He said it's not correct, but he didn't give us anything to work with, like what part of it isn't correct. So I'm still standing with Monday hit that shit on the nose until you come through.
It's all right.
Some of that hit it right. Some hit
exactly. Some of that was on the head.
It's right. Okay. You work it out. You work it out. Right. Oh, okay. So it's not him. That wasn't his picture, because it looks like it's a woman who's saying.
Oh, so that's why okay. So it's a girl or a man with a dude?
Listen, I don't know. He said his dude just moved in. He Jamaican, but he challenging and he's loyal. But Franklin, which one are you? Are you the Aries or are you the Leo?
And who profile picture is it?
And is I don't know. Your profile picture?
Your nigga cheating then, no joking. Somebody cheated around that motherfucker. Don't tell me.
Have her checking the phone. You about to have her checking the phone. How do you feel about that, Monday? Women who
about what?
Women who check phones.
Well, I used to do it a lot, and I don't do it anymore. I feel like there's no need to. What's done in the dark going to come out in the light, and I'm not going to ruin my day. You know what I'm saying? I done did it so many times, and it never worked out for me.
I agree. Okay. I am not a fan of checking phones. I think if you go looking for something, you can find it. So yes. I think that it's not even worth it. If you feel that way, it should be a conversation hat. I'm very big, which is probably why people who date me may think like I'm aggressive or I don't communicate well. But I like want to talk about some shit. And I want to talk about it in the heat of the moment, in the midst of it, when I'm feeling it. You hate talking about it then?
In the heat of the moment, yes. Because I don't know what I'm going to say. Let me calm down. But I know people that try to force you to talk when you're upset.
That'd be me.
Oh, okay. That's selfish.
You said that's selfish?
Yes.
I think it's
selfish. If I tell you I need a minute, let me have my minute. Okay. And you go in the corner and you throw a tantrum and let me handle mine as an adult, and then we'll get back together and have a conversation.
Well, see, why I had to be a kid? Because I want to talk right now.
I used to do it. That's why.
Sheesh. I never checked phones when I was married, and then towards the end of my marriage, I did, and then it became like crazy. Obsessive. Yeah, so it's like if you're not gonna leave, don't. Why are you getting yourself pissed off?
That's a great tip.
And that is definitely my point. Like,
so I've learned if you ain't going nowhere, what are you doing it for?
I agree. Just to hurt your, ruin your day, cry a little bit, and argue, and be right back with them. Yeah, I agree.
Half the time, I just be wanting to know who it is so I can be like, I look better than that bitch.
Grow up.
Right.
Grow up.
That bitch ain't nobody.
Grow the fuck up. So Franklin says, wait a minute, is this Franklin from Atlanta that we was at your house for my birthday? Hey, Franklin. relationship working out. He's 54 and his partner is 41.
I think at that age, not because listen, I'm 45, my husband is 35. So age plays kind of a factor in that relationship because it's like it's two different
You was
levels.
cougar.
Oh yeah, I've been cougar for a while. You know what I'm saying? I got him as a young boy, raised him up.
That's why you had to give him 8 years because he needed to grow
Yeah,
up. Yeah.
exactly. He had to get his schooling right. So,
Okay.
but I think that age, this close age range, I don't think it'll make a big difference. A
Yeah.
50-year-old can show the 41-year-old some things they don't know.
Yeah, because I would like to think that men in their 40s are extra mature, but
Mm-mm.
no. So,
Mm-mm. I don't think so.
right.
Depends on the person.
I concur. So what I'm saying is, I think that is a big age difference.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're like 13 years apart.
Right.
Like one was fucking and one was just being born. That's a big age difference. Like that's a
But
lot.
you know what, too? In age difference, like my husband, he brings out the younger side of me. Now, sometimes it might be too much, and it's like I'm still 45. But what I do like about our age difference is he does bring out the playful side, the funner side, the young side of me. So it can work with you or against you.
Okay.
Because sometimes it's like, damn, nigga, stop playing. Like I'm a grown ass woman. I don't want to be a kid today. But I get it. You can learn from each other.
Yes. Now you also said you do tarot cards. Now when you're doing
Yeah.
those and you're reading someone, is it like how they do on the TV when you read the cards and the card pop out, or you really like have to
It really can be. I think it depends on how connected you are as a person with your spirituality, with the universe, and how serious you are. Some people read cards, but they don't be really believing it with all their mind and their heart to really give you a true meaning, true reading. So some people just do it because they know the cards. But when I do it, it's because first of all, I might be moved or God might be like, this person needs a reading or say this. So I take it seriously and things like that can happen. The lights might can go out, cars could flip, anything
Yeah.
can happen.
Okay. So
When you're really into it.
I
But
I
I
think
don't
Mia
do
needs a
readings on
reading.
people.
I think Mia needs a reading.
Now how you just volunteer me?
I'll do a 3-card reading for you. I'm going to do the past, present, and future. Let me get my cards.
Okay. Thanks for volunteering me, Shanice.
You know, answering me, I be knowing.
Y'all done said I'm the problem child. Y'all done said I'm childish. I got caught a lot on tonight's episode.
we about to get the good stuff
I'm
coming.
about to get down to it. Hold on.
These cards will be like, Mia is the goddess, and these niggas better bow down because I know.
Yes, that's what the card's saying.
I know that's what it's giving.
Okay, I'm gonna shuffle them 3 times, Mia.
So if you're just joining the Glow Gang, we have Miss Monday on here, and Mia is going to get a 3-card reading. I'm gonna sit back and sip my wine.
You acting.
Get a little pray over the cards real quick. Shuffle them 3 times. So I'm gonna give you a reading. Two. Okay, so I'm giving you past, present, future. Just let me know if any of it sound familiar. 3. Past, present, future. Okay, so the past cup. The past card is a king. No, what is it? King of Cups. So the King of Cups is, you can just see how the king is living. The king is living good, but at the same time, the king has choices. So when you in the past, felt like you might have been on top of your game. You were sitting high, and you also had choices, not necessarily choices in men, but choices in life. You had basically things looking up for you. Okay, so in the present, Page of Swords. And do you see how he holding his sword? It's like basically right here in the present, you feel like everything that you had worked for in the past, you still fighting for it right now in present. Like I'm not gonna let. I might have let this happen, but I'm not gonna let this happen because I'm gonna stand my ground. Whatever happened in the past to the situation I try to have, I'm gonna make sure right now in my present it doesn't happen again. I'm standing strong. I'm protecting myself. I'm protecting what's mine. It's like you standing there, but not only you protecting yourself, you protecting the things that's behind you, whether it's your legacy, whether it's your kids, whether it's your life, your reputation, whatever it is. You feel like in this present moment that has to be protected, can't be touched. I'm gonna make sure that nothing happens to that. And then your future is a nine of pentacles. And it's basically saying that in the future, if you continue to guard with yours, I want to make sure, I want to show you this card.
Okay,
And
I can
I'm
see
looking
it.
to see the two people at the bottom, and it's like, so it's like in the future, you continue to protect what's yours. It's just showing you that you're going to be multiplied with coins, with money, with abundance. And not only that, you're going to take care of the kids or take care of whoever you feel is under you that you're protecting. And that's what they read.
Ooh, that was a
You
good
know
one.
what? All of that resonated with my spirit.
Yes. Yes.
Great, 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 great.
Because
Cool.
she's really there for everybody, and she really
Yes.
is like the go-to person. So she deserves it all. She deserves it all.
Oh, good. It's coming. More, even more abundance is coming.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. I
That's
need that.
so
My
dope.
cup runneth
All
over.
positive.
Yes, thank you.
You're
Now,
welcome. I had a good time tonight.
now we are very big on like self-care and mental health and all of that, like guarding your peace and your spirit as well. Like, what are some tips you would give some of our listeners and viewers?
Well, one tip I will give is I like to practice on self care Sunday. I'll just take that day, take a day, regardless of what day of the week it is, take a day to yourself. I even tell my husband and my kids, my grandkids, it's my day. It's
Mhm.
my day that I want to, whether it's take a bath, paint my toenails, go get a massage, whatever it is, it can just be sleeping all day. I have to detach from you guys so I can build myself back up so I can give again. If I'm giving all my energy to my family, my job, friends, then who's going to fill me up? Sometimes you got to take time out for yourself by yourself. And that's what a lot of women, a lot of mothers, they want to, take care of the kids, work, provide for the family, cook, always doing for others. You have to do for yourself sometimes. Put yourself first. And it will help you on a mental level as well.
Mhm. I
Yes.
really feel like you can't be your best self if you're not, if you're giving from an almost empty cup. Like, you know.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yes, ma'am.
They always tell you to save yourself first on the plane before you try to save anybody else. And I think that's the thing that a lot of mothers or women in general, we miss. We don't put ourselves as a priority. So that has been my goal all year. That was like one of my resolutions.
Okay. Yes,
Yeah, I'm
very
still
important to
struggling.
me.
I'm making a little more time, but it is a struggle for me because I think that's part of my, as you just read, it's like part of me to want to just protect everybody. I
Right.
take on other people. It's so funny when I was married. Well, I'm still married, but when I was in my marriage, like I would talk to my girlfriends and they would be going through shit with their niggas, and then I would be beefing with him because I took out all of their energy.
Energy, yes.
It's
Yup.
nothing wrong with me and him, but now I got an attitude because I'm like, how could these niggas do my friends like this? And so I would
Right.
take that on. And even now, like, when people call me and then they be some heavy shit, I try to like stop taking it on and be able to be there for people, but not take it on myself because I definitely did that.
Right.
So
And it's easy too. I used to do that when I was younger, and I just got to a point, and I'm like, you know what? I don't want to hear it because it's like I would think about my friends, my sister especially, think about her problems, what she going through, and I could be living a normal life and be upset, like you said, to be sad. It's like, no, you are an adult. You have to carry that. Some way you got to carry on your own. It's good to have a friend to vent to, but some things you really got to take to God because I can't help you. I'm done. The door's closed.
Right,
no
right.
We got to be selfish sometimes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a question. One of the questions that we had was dating and compatibility and signs. But my
Okay.
question is, a lot of women, especially Black women, when they are dating, they kind of latch on to one guy and they're not really dating. Like, this guy ain't
No.
saying he with you, but you done locked in with this one guy. So when it comes to dating, we encourage date multiple people. We're not saying you got to sleep with multiple people, but date multiple people. But could mixing up all those signs with all your dating going on kind of mess you up because you're bringing in all that energy into your life?
Right.
Should you be more like channeled and focused?
That's a great question. And I can see both sides. I can see where it could mess with your energy, especially as you getting to know people because you don't really know who these people are. They're coming into your life, coming to your circle, sometimes coming into your bed. But I do believe that a woman should date multiple men until a man say, you know what, I want to be with you and I want to be serious with you. You don't need no other man.
Right.
Because that's how a lot of women get heartbreaks and have babies with men that never wanted them to begin with is because we meet one person and they making us feel good. Then with me, I was used to want to prove to that person like, I'm only fucking with you, but it didn't matter because if a man want to be with you, he gonna let you know. You can't just decide I'm in a relationship with this man because we sleep together every night. Or doing relationship shit. You may think
Mhm.
damn, this is my man because I'm here every night. He cooking for me. I'm telling my own story. He cooking for me. He bathing me. He loving me down. We doing shit. Then nigga be like, I ain't your man. So it's like you have to have a clear communication. But yeah, date all the men you can when you
I think it's
single.
so tricky though because in dating all the men, men get possessive and they get possessive quickly. So I think, and I'm only speaking from my experience because I was 20, turning 21 when I got with my husband. So now dating now, it's like I tried real for a hot quick minute to date a couple of dudes at one time. And it was like, no, the first dude got possessive and like, oh, wait a
Oh yeah,
minute.
you was doomed then.
Yeah, you're not giving me all your energy. Now I'm gonna be on your line more and I'm gonna do this more. And it's like, what's the art for you women who have been single a little bit longer? What is the art to dating multiple men? Because I
It's the men
feel
you
like
choose too. But then I think the art is being upfront. When you meet a person, say you're going on your first date, and some men might ask you what you're looking for, you can begin a conversation. Like, I like you, but I'm just open to date. I date other people. But if you make it seem like I'm single, nobody ever called me, I ain't doing shit, I'm always home alone, and then you're gonna feel like, okay, that's my foot in the door. She ain't got nobody else, so I'll make sure that she don't. It depends on how you approach the situation from day one.
okay.
So
I
Franklin asks, should married couples hang out with single friends?
No, I don't want to. If I'm with me and my husband hanging out, let's hang out with people that's in a relationship or that's married. Like, I don't, what's the point? I can hang out with single people by myself.
But what if they have
And
a relationship? Like, like they're friends with your husband. Your husband is cool with them. Y'all can go out and have drinks or something. You're like, no, no.
It's so funny. I used to think like, oh, what's the difference? It doesn't matter. But having been through a marriage now, I do feel like you should probably surround yourself with more like-minded people. That doesn't mean that you can't still have single friends and you don't still hang out with your single friends, but you don't necessarily have to intermingle that in an intimate setting with your spouse. Like if it's a big party and it's going to be mad people, they're cool. But like doing one-on-one hangouts or your single friend coming by the crib and chilling with you and your husband or wife, I don't really think it's the most appropriate thing.
right.
Not that I still wouldn't do it in certain times, but as much as I did it in my marriage, I probably really wouldn't do that unless my husband got some single niggas that's coming over and we trying to do a love.
Right.
But just to be hanging out like that, I don't really think it's a good look at this age. When I was in my 20s and I was first in my marriage, I thought, oh, whatever, these my friends.
Yeah.
But nah, I don't feel that way anymore.
Okay. What about you, Shanice?
I think if I'm out with my friends and he called like, what you doing? I'm like, come meet us at the bar or let's, meet us here or meet us there. If I'm with my single friends, like I don't see a problem with married people. I think in my previous, because I'm divorced. I was married before. And we didn't do anything. Like we didn't really go on vacations. We didn't really have like date nights and stuff, like none of that. So I just feel like, if he called and he like, I'm out, what you doing? Come through, say hi, have a drink with us, and then go about your way. But I also
Right.
feel like it's now so much with the front end and the social media of everything to where I wouldn't want to put no pressure on my husband. Like if he hang out with us, now he feel like, well, let me pay the bill. Like there was this big old thing
Right.
about the bill, and my friend only had 2 drinks, and she looking at my husband to pay. Like now I'm looking at you like, why are you looking at my husband? Like
Right. Right.
so, if it's like a quick come have a drink with us, yeah. But I think it's still cool to do that.
But if he come have a drink, sis, I do think you invited him to pay. I'm just saying, what he coming for? This girl is like, bitch, if he pull up, I think he about to pay the tab on his way out.
Right.
So, yeah. So Franklin also asks, what is dating exactly? What is y'all definition of dating?
Again, I feel like I'm the wrong person to ask because I'm fresh in these dating streets, and I started dating and I was immediately in a situationship. So
Yeah, that's exactly what happened to you. I think dating is just when you talk on the phone, you go to dinner, sometimes to a movie, you call and text each other, maybe daily, And when I date, I like to have sex. So having sex, all that. No, it can be part of dating, but I do believe it's just getting to know a person to see if you even want to take it further.
right.
And then you say, okay, I got 2 or 3 people I'm seeing. I can never juggle more than 3. See, I got 3 people I'm seeing. I'm gonna think like, okay, so if I have to narrow down to one, who best fits my lifestyle, my life, and the person I am.
It's so funny how like me and Mia, because we had girls talk 5 years ago. And
Okay.
at the time, Mia was married, Treese was in a relationship, and I was separated, getting a divorce. And our situations are kind of similar. Like I went from my son's father to my ex-husband and was with him for 12 years. And then I came out, and it's like social media and like selfishness
Things change.
all this. Yeah. And then I'm a Cancer. I'm so giving. I'm like, it was so weird dating. So, but I did date. But then it was also like I would be talking to someone and be like, let's have a drink. I would be like, okay, let's have a drink. To me, I didn't think we were dating. I was just going for a drink. But to them, they're like,
Okay.
I went out on a date with her. No, you didn't.
You came on a
Right,
drink,
you didn't
sis.
see
That
it
was
as a
the thing.
date.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm bored. Yeah, let's just go have a drink. And they like, oh yeah, I went on a date with her. No. But I think like dating is with intention. Like we've had conversations, we built up anticipation of seeing each other. Like we know that after this one, there may be another one. Like I think that's
Yeah,
what
that's true.
should be. And so many people get it misconstrued. Like you'll have one conversation, or you're just out, and they'll see you, and you two will be talking, and y'all might exchange numbers. It's not like I wanted whatever, but I just thought you was cool. You might be someone I can network with. You could whatever, and it's so hard now because everybody is like for social media or for clout or for
Yeah,
whatever.
hookup culture, right.
Yeah, just to be able to say like, yeah, I bagged that. No, you didn't. Like, what are you talking about? So I think dating now is like you really have to be intentional. Like, listen,
I agree.
this is what I'm looking for. This is what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
Just a drink. Like, don't know if anything
So-
else is coming from
Gotta
that.
say it up front.
Right.
What's the difference between dating and going on dates? Because do you consider like going out and having drinks with people a date, or that was just hanging out?
I think it's just hanging out. To me, I think it's just hanging out. Like,
It's hanging. I think dating is when you do things on a regular basis together. I'm
right.
dating.
Thank you. I need all the clarification. Thank y'all.
On a regular basis. Like, bruh, if I just put a stat up, like, I'm bored, I'm about to go get appetizers, and then you hit me and you like, oh, where you gonna be at? I can meet you. Okay, cool. Don't say that was a date. Like,
That's not. Right. That's not.
That wasn't a date. That wasn't a sneaky link. That wasn't nothing. Right?
That was just we happened to be eating at the same spot because you didn't.
Right.
And the
Okay,
crazier part is because of who I am. Sometimes, like, I pay. Like, I'm good. Like, I don't need you for none of that. Like, I was going anyway. So it's like,
Right.
let's be intentional and be real around here, for real. Because
Up front from the beginning, yes.
Yeah, because men get more confused than women.
Ooh, drop a pin. So what you saying is
You right though.
These men be confused about y'all dating, but the women be confused about us being in a relationship.
Relationship.
Yes.
Yes, I agree.
Yes.
Okay. That was
Yes.
a bar for tonight. We need to pin that.
Word.
And then
So
we
we
need to go
got
back to episode 1 where we're clarifying the terms and motherfucking conditions of what
yes,
we're doing here.
because we
Right.
definitely our thing Monday is no struggle love. We done. We too grown. We tired of the
That's
struggle
what I'm.
love.
I agree. I agree. I agree. And that's why I'm sure Latrice ain't not trying to settle. That's why I wasn't trying to settle. None of that. If you can't come correct, treat me. First of all, I'm all about princess treatment. You got to do all that. Rub my feet, rub my back shots, money,
Ooh.
gifts, trips, places. Like it ain't about what you can get out of a person. It's just that I want to have certain experiences with you. And
Right.
if you boring or you don't want to have fun, like you said, you and your husband really go on trips and do certain things, it's like we can pay for it together. But the thing is, be open to share and experience life with me.
Right.
You know, that's the key for me.
Right. I
Mhm.
definitely learned that was one of the takeaways I took. Like I before I even thought about dating, I took like a good shit. Yeah, I was there. Well, it took me like 2 years to get it together. Like
Yeah. Yeah, it was
it took me a minute to because I it's a process.
Yes.
And I also had to look at myself in that process. Like, all right, like everything wasn't peachy keen and yeah, he did some fucked up shit, but also what could have been different? What could have I have done differently? And what am I going to do differently moving forward? And experiences and memories I realized was important to me. I got tired of the monotony of just coming home, paying bills, going to sleep all
Hmm.
over again. So that's something very important that I took away moving forward. Like, oh, if I'm going to be with somebody, this is what I need.
yeah.
Yeah.
You have to be compatible, like
Mm-hmm.
in what you want out of life, and that includes experience. You know, if a person only want to work, and you out here trying to live, it's not gonna work out
Right. And a
because
person got to understand the core of you. Like even on my bad days, you know I'm a good person. So
Mm-hmm.
sometimes like when you going through or you having a bad day or you just don't feel like talking or cuddling or your mate should be able to understand you and know you good enough to say, well, you know what, she might just need some space. Not she don't want me or she's pushing me away. Just know me enough, understand me enough to know when I just need a little time to myself or
Right.
I need a hug, or I need a conversation, or just pick up on your mates' moods, how they feel, or what they go through. It helps a lot too.
or the mate needs to communicate. I think that goes back to Shanice talking a few episodes ago about love languages. So
Mm-hmm.
when you figure out your love language, it's easier for you to express that to somebody else so that you feel loved in a situation. But then you have to know how they need to be loved. So you know what I'm saying? So y'all can
Communication,
relate
right?
with each other. And I think that's what a lot of people don't do. I think people think it's like, oh, we gotta read a book to figure out a love language or stuff
Who
like that.
laughed at my book suggestion? What guess was that?
I think it was Ron
It
O'Neill.
was Ron laughed at my book suggestion. The 5 love languages. That was one of the best books I read. Like it helped me understand myself, and then it helps me understand whoever I'm gonna be with for the rest of my life. Because this
I
next one
agree.
better be the last one.
Period.
Cool.
Wedding gonna be lit. Shit gonna be looking fire, and that's it. It's we done. Put a
I
pin in that
know.
shit.
Has
Oh,
to be done, okay? But it's important to learn your mate. Like it's something about and men. You can get her so she gonna suck your dick so good. Like if you can walk in and see on her face like something ain't right, and she know you reading her,
Right. That's what I'm trying to say.
she gonna be like, "That nigga know me."
oh, bitch, I got
Right.
Oh,
Exactly.
it is. Like it's
girl.
it's the little things that really do it for us. Like
Yes, it is.
so
It is.
that's a little tidbit.
Okay, so we ready for the hot seat or no? I only got like a couple of hot seat questions for you Monday.
Oh, I know you're in the hot seat. Okay, let me sit back.
Yeah, that's part of our show. We do the hot seat. So
Okay, that's cool. I'm with it.
I got two hot seat questions for you. One hot seat question is, have you ever had sex with a woman?
People ask me that question. The answer is yes.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
Mhm.
I won't even make you elaborate. I was about to with a follow up, but I'm not even. I won't even do that. And the second hot seat question is: have you ever took a nigga back who cheated on you?
Yes.
And how did that work out?
Um, it was good for a couple months after that, and then it was just he cheated again. Or yeah, he either cheated again or I cheated on him. I
So did
remember one
you?
time, let me just tell a story a few years ago when me and my husband was first together. When we first got married, I found out he cheated on me. So I showed him a picture of a person on Facebook. I said, I'm gonna fuck this since you fucked and cheated on me. This the man I'm gonna fuck. I fucked the man and I told him I fucked the man. And so, that's how that went.
Wait, did he fuck you up? Because that's a lot. That's real
No.
rolling in your face. Like,
Yeah.
Word.
Okay. But I was young.
Yeah.
I was in my 30s. I was young and dumb. No. But I just was so hurt. That wasn't the best way to respond, but I was just hurt. And I felt like I want you to feel as hurt. But I guess his thing was, because he was young and dumb too. So his thing was probably was, okay, she got her revenge. Now we can move forward. But we ended up breaking up.
so did you
Yeah.
feel vindicated in your get back? I know a lot of people.
Yes. And that was a fine young man too. And I hope he watching tonight. Oh, yeah. Didn't regret it when I won bit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so my hot seat question is: so Mia
Okay.
has stated on more than one occasion that she might go to what is it, Mia?
A sex club
Sex club.
or a
What
sex
is that?
party.
Would you ever go to a sex club with your husband
Yes.
publicly, like
I
on
mean, not
display?
around here, not in Rochester, but if we were on vacation or something and we had to invite somewhere we felt safe, definitely. Definitely. Because I'm not going to sleep with the same person until we die, and I don't expect him to. But if we can do it together, that's better for me.
Okay.
I
So
never had a threesome with him, but if we was somewhere and the atmosphere was right, I'll definitely be open.
so would you
Okay.
be open to poly or the polyamorous
No,
lifestyle?
no.
No.
Mm-mm.
I just feel like that's becoming more and more like prevalent. Poly.
I know, and I feel like I don't like doing everything that other people do because it seems like anything that's popular or people think that is the way to go, it always ends up fucked up. I don't want no parts. And I'm so dominant. I'm like, I can't, I would have to have two men. Now that I'm open to.
We talk about this every episode. And I feel like every episode, the men are like, oh, that's a train. But I think I explained it good last time on how, as long as both men are like doing something and pleasing her, how it could be, more
But
sensual.
she
Yeah.
said, but with poly, hear me out. With poly, it's like he can go and get a girlfriend, I can go and get a boyfriend.
And then
Okay.
sometimes they get a unicorn and bring it in together.
No.
Yes,
I don't
that
want
is what
that.
it is.
No.
Yes, it
You
is.
can, you can, but that's not the basis. The basis is like it's basically an open marriage.
Yeah, I
Because
don't like that.
after 10, 15 years, right? Your spouse come and he like, it's this girl at work. Would you want him to come and say that to you? And would you be open to be like, okay, cool, because there's been this work husband I've had for 2 years and let's see what happens.
No.
Who you talking to Monday? Because I'm not with
I
it.
feel like we can do it. I feel like I don't want that. I don't want that. I feel like I just think that that's more of a emotional connection. If that's the case, let's go somewhere. Let's go to a strip club, throw some money, take a bitch to the hotel while we there. Like I would rather do it in a way where it's just somebody that we have like a one night stand with, not somebody that you could potentially have a relationship and a fling with and feelings get
Yeah,
involved. I don't want that.
yeah.
I don't want that. I don't want my husband to have an emotional connection with no other woman.
To be
I
clear, I don't
agree.
share. I
Right.
don't
And
share.
we do have a question. So Franklin said, what if you're doing a threesome with two guys and your man showed more interest in the dude during the act of sex? Um,
I'm
so
not having a threesome with two guys.
you said you not?
No, I'm not having a threesome with two men.
I thought that's what you were
And
saying.
what would your man be doing with these men? Like, I don't get it.
I mean, I guess if he's a
You put
bisexual
yourself
man
in
and
that.
you know that going into
That's
it,
different.
yeah, if you know that going into it, then that's different. But if you're a hetero man and y'all supposed to
Most
be,
heterosexual men ain't with that. They gonna be like, they're not about to. They don't want another man in the room, or I don't
yeah,
know.
Yeah.
I think they wouldn't
I
be
think
with it
if that
either.
does happen with somebody, afterwards a conversation should probably be had. Like if she
Exactly,
didn't know
exactly.
if she didn't know he was bisexual before that
She know
threesome, then
now.
you know now and a conversation need to be had.
Not
Like
that you gonna stick a dildo in his ass while y'all fucking.
who?
You remember that last episode? You was like, oh, if he asked for me to
I
peg
mean,
him,
I'm saying if he asks that, like, and we in the middle of like, what I'm supposed to stop and be like, no, like I would do it, but then afterwards I would be like,
You gonna look at him different, right? I'm gonna do it too. I'm gonna try
like,
to draw blood out that nigga.
like you right in the middle of doing it. Like I can't see myself
Right.
like
I get
getting ready to have a conversation. Like I'm gonna do it, but then afterwards it's gonna be like,
okay.
What are we doing here? Yeah, but
like,
they say that's where a man G spot is at in his rectum. So
So, and that was another question we have in the comments. So, what if your man asked him to eat his ass? Then what would you do or say? I think ass eating is way more. I ain't never ate no ass, but I think the ass eating is like more acceptable
acceptable.
nowadays. Now that Tank done came out and talk about how he like his gooch ate, and a lot more people have
Gabrielle
said it.
Union said she ate Dwayne Wade's butt.
Yeah, it's definitely more acceptable than putting
Something going in it. I feel like
object in his ass.
yeah, I feel like something around that area it feels good, and so
Yeah, like when you can lick his balls or under there, but you don't gotta necessarily go to a man's anus. Yes.
yeah. But I don't really want to
Like
eat
You
when
ain't
you
ass.
licking
want your
balls. You ain't juggling balls either, huh?
I will juggle some balls. It's just I gotta put a stop somewhere. I gotta really love.
That's what I was about to say. We gotta
Like
be in
love.
deep.
I'm in love. That's my man type of love to be like I'm gonna lick that ass. That is
Right.
it's just it's giving a lot for. I have gratitude to the
okay, because I don't feel like they're gonna ask you to do that. What they gonna do? Like lift their butt up? Like what they?
I feel like you know how they push your head down already, like when you give
I
head.
don't
So
like that. Don't push my head. I hate
I
that
agree.
shit.
You fucking
I
up. You
like it
fucking up the
sometimes.
mood. Right.
Don't
I like
touch
it
my
sometimes.
head.
It depends.
Huh?
It depends. I still like it sometimes. It depends. Like I
Oh,
like it.
you like it
It
real?
just depends. It depends on the mood and the vibe that we're in. So I might like it, but I don't know.
I
And
guess.
so,
Yeah.
not Tree said it's a red flag.
No, for real.
And so my last hot seat question for both of you ladies is: would you ever consider sex work? Now, before you answer, defining
It's
sex work.
crazy.
Because I need to define sex work for y'all. It's like
Please.
these fans pages, and so it's not like you're out here sleeping with random people, but you're creating content of a sexual nature, and it's
Like an
being
OnlyFans.
right OnlyFans, but you're getting paid for it. So, are you with it or not?
It's not that I'm not with it. It's just that I have to be careful with the things I do because of my future. But I'm a sexual person, so I'm always down to me and my husband. We make OnlyFans content all the time. We just haven't posted. But that's definitely something that I'm into. But I just have to be conservative at times.
Okay,
That's a
So
very
I
good
guess I can do it without showing my face, maybe. But yeah, I'm into that.
okay, Shanice.
I don't think I could do it, but I like have zero judgment anybody who do. I was watching this girl on TikTok. She's a porno star, black girl, Jessica something. I can't remember her name. But she put it out like this. She was like, y'all working your ass off for let's say $150 a day. And you could fuck somebody for 5 minutes and get paid $500. Now, imagine doing that 6 days a week. Like,
That's too much. That's too much fucking.
A lot of them do it with their partners. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
if I'm
So
an
you want to do it, Mia?
So
You want
Mia,
to do it?
are you gonna do it? Are you doing the
am
OnlyFans?
I
Because
gonna
I'm
do
a
it?
great photographer.
Wait a minute.
What
I
you?
am not gonna say that I would do it at this point.
Yeah.
But I've thought about it. I really, it's like you're
Me
doing
too.
something that you already do for free. You're already fucking. It's your partner. It's not like a porno where it's 10
Right.
niggas lined up and you gotta have sex with them. It's you could be having sex by yourself. You could be having sex with your partner.
There's so many ways to make money, right?
Right. And sometimes they don't even be having sex. They still consider it sex work. Some of these girls be on there just showing their feet. Some
I
of
was
these
just
Yeah, I
about
was
to
gonna,
say, can
right.
my feet sell? I think my
yes,
feet could
it's
sell.
all about finding your niche and your
I
audience.
was going to build a whole page around my breasts, like have my breasts doing certain things, decorating them, doing certain things with them, and have it. But I was like, but I did think about it
Yeah.
because you got to have some type of niche, some type of, you know.
I think my only like reserve would be because like Thomas was a basketball player. My son was like a basketball player around
Mhm.
Rochester, a big basketball player. And like so many kids know him. And like when I'm out, even now, still when I come back home, they be like, oh, hi, Thomas's mom or whatever. Like, and I just like
I
would
feel you.
for
Guess
him to
what?
be going to the sports garden and they be like, yo, we saw your mom.
Yeah, that's true.
It's giving American Pie. You're a milk,
Right.
baby. Accept that shit. Your mom, they like to fuck. Had it. I don't know.
We saw Thomas's mom's OnlyFans.
Right.
They subscribing, they paying. As long as they paying.
Now my son got to fight every day of his life to prove his love.
But also with OnlyFans, you can screen. Like I think there's a way for you to see the people who are viewing you.
I
And
feel
I
like
don't
my
know.
feet could do numbers. We might need to look into that. My feet, because
You,
not
they
to
love
give
feet.
information, but not everybody feet is like my feet. Some people toe after they big toe is longer than they big toe, but mine is called stair steps. A podiatrist told me I had pretty feet, so that's why I'm just
Okay, so you know what I'm gonna sell.
you
Shit,
know what
and
I'm
they do, and
saying?
they set it up and everything. I think
Mia, we
Let
may
me
have to
see it right now. Let me see it right now.
you're not gonna have to love on these juicy lips. So you have your feet in the camera, and I just pull up with these lips like.
Right. And I'm gonna be taking pictures.
Word. We got a new business plan.
Subscribe to our OnlyFans coming soon.
Yes. Glow gang.
So funny. That is so funny.
But y'all really could make a calendar though, because all of you guys are beautiful. Y'all can make a glow gang calendar for 2023.
Not
Word.
some freaky girls indeed. I'll take that for
Well, Monday, we appreciate you being here.
You're
This is the
welcome.
part of the show where we give a Black business of the week and what is on our playlist. Boop-a-da-boop. So, Mia, you want to go first?
So my Black business of the week is Bell Legacy Agency, which is Davina Bell. She sells life insurance. I think she also sells health insurance, but we're at the age where you definitely need to have some life insurance on yourself, your kids, your family members. If you messing with a street nigga, you definitely need to get some life insurance on him. So she can help you out. Let me get the website exactly right. I can make give it properly. It's belllegacyagency.com. It's also
Hold on, you cut out. Do it again. Do it again. You had cut out.
It's belllegacyagency.com. It's also Bell Legacy Agency on Facebook and Instagram. Make sure you follow her, tap in, get a quote, get some life insurance going. It's really not that expensive. She is a Black young woman out here getting to it. So show your support.
Dope. Now, this is how I know, like, we are so freaking connected because mine is life insurance as well. So my Black business of the week is Jerry Blue on Facebook. Is her name, and she's doing life insurance as well. So I don't know if it's life and insurance, like regular insurance, but I think it's mostly life insurance. So you can check her out on Facebook. Jerry Blue is her name on Facebook, and what is heavy on my playlist? Did you do your playlist, Mia? What's on
I
your
didn't even
playlist?
do my playlist.
Playlist.
Heavy on my playlist. I don't know. Jasmine Sullivan got a hold of me until I see her this summer in concert. This Hotels
Oh
Motels
wow.
album. It's like I can't stop. Every week I just go back to it. BPW is like my first. Like I play that first. If y'all know what that is, just
I gotta
go
check
on
that out.
Yes,
Okay.
BPW by Jasmine Sullivan is a fucking vibe, but the whole Hotels Motels is a movement. And so anytime I get in my feelings and I want to cuss a nigga out, I go listen to a girl like me, then I listen to BPW. It's just like, calm down.
Okay.
Like, what, bitch, you got that BPW. Don't even trip. So, yeah, Jasmine Sullivan is heavy on my playlist, and it's International Women's Month. So, it's only right I keep rocking out with the women this month.
That's dope. Mine's not a woman though. Mine, I'm still stuck on Lucky Day. I
Okay.
just love his sound. Like I just think he's so different. So his new album just came out, but I'm stuck on his old music. Like I just keep playing that over and over and over again.
Maybe that's
So
what I need to listen to. I listened to the new album after y'all told me last week, and I was feeling some of it, but then it was like I had to skip
right,
some.
it's yeah. I got to go back.
Yeah.
So that's mine. All right, Miss Monday.
What's on my playlist? I'm still listening to hers last album. I don't know the name of the album. I know it has a song back in my mind on there. All of that. I'm still
Okay.
Okay,
listening.
okay.
I'm still having flashbacks from the last nigga, so I gotta get through that.
Not
But
just you
yeah.
having a flashback from the last nigga.
Do you have a
Yeah.
black business
You
you
know
want to
how
shout
you be. Oh, who I want? I want to shout my team out, of course. Talking
out?
crazy, see Daniel's talking crazy, Clem and Dante. I will see you guys tomorrow at 8 p.m., 6 p.m., 6 to 8 p.m. for our show. Shout my guys
Yes,
out.
make sure you guys tap into Talking Crazy. How do they get linked in with you guys?
They can follow us on Facebook. They can follow us on Instagram and also TikTok. See
Oh, you
Awesome.
Daniel's
on
talking crazy.
TikTok?
Yes,
Okay.
TikTok in it.
All
Yeah.
So
right.
you did remind us that it's Women's Month, and we have to give a shout out for the nominee for Supreme Court judge. She'll be the first Black woman, the
Yes.
Honorable Katanji. Is it Katanji Brown Jackson? Yes, Katanji Brown Jackson. Let's hope they vote
Wow,
her
that's
in.
dope.
We need it. We need it. We need it. All
She
right.
just
We need
did her
it.
own with that like 48-hour interview they did. Like they didn't
Yes.
her. She stood her own. So I'm here for it. I definitely think from what I've seen, she's a pretty fair judge. So I think
Mhm.
she would be a good nomination for that.
I feel like I could have trumped that one too if I wanted to, but I was kind of busy, so I couldn't
We
go for
got your
that.
back, bitch. We get you want to be the mayor where you at?
I want to say she seems like she could be the mayor.
She could be on the campaign trail. We got you. Don't even worry.
Listen, Monday,
So
I am the Trump of everything. Like what you
Okay.
what you need, I got it. I can figure it out. I
Oh,
can be a
that's good to
lawyer. As
know.
long as they
That's
don't
great
give
to
me
know.
like the doctor, I ain't cutting nothing open. But the other day I was a semi mechanic, could have got that job too. Like
I know that's right. Yes.
all right,
That's
Mia,
the
where
time.
can they find you? Drop your socials.
You
so
guys can find. Oh,
no, go
you
ahead,
said
Monday.
me.
You
I'm
should let our guest
sorry.
go first. Go ahead, Monday.
Well, don't follow me on Facebook, but you can follow me at X Monday on Instagram, or you can follow my business page, Be Fresh, on Instagram.
Yes. And so I am one Mia on IG. I do not have a Facebook. I am Mia the Stallion on Twitter. And I do not know my Snapchat name, but it's cool because I'm not that active on there. I just go over there, steal the filters, and bring them to my other pages.
Keeping it real. I am Shanice Williams on Facebook. I think why I do this
Are you
every week.
sure? Is it Williams or Wright?
Why do I don't know. Why do I do this
Funny.
every week? I'm Shanice something on Facebook.
Something with a W.
I'm Shanice Williams on Facebook. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna remember. Probably not. You would think I smoke a lot of weed and I don't. But I'm Shanice Williams on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram at ShaniceL.w. And don't say nothing. I am on Snapchat as Shake It Fast 007. I don't know how to
What a name.
I don't know how to change it. It's forever Shake It Fast 007. But I love Snapchat. I can't let it go. I'll never let
I've
it
never been on it.
go.
Really? You gotta get on there.
Yep.
The filters are like that. So we're gonna go out with our intro.
Hey, bring it back, run it back, run it back.
Let me hold on. Hit y'all
Thank
with
y'all
that.
for watching and listening.
Mic check 1, mic check 2. Is this mic on?
No, this thing. This
Mic
one I want
check
to
1, mic check 2. Is this mic on? Yeah, it's the one and only, my girl's favorite, DJ Money. You listen to the Glow Gang with Latrice, Mia, and Shanice. You know what I mean?
Glow gang.
We out. Thank you so much,
Peace.
Monday.
Thank you, ladies.
See you later.